If Parkinson's stiffness was just a little tightness in the morning, well, we wouldn't need to talk about it. But that is not what it is. This is pain. This is soreness. This is feeling like your body's aged 40 years overnight. And the worst part is sometimes you get relief for part of the day, just enough to remember what normal feels like before it disappears again. Well, today we're talking about Parkinson's stiffness, soreness, and rigidity, what it really feels like, why it's so exhausting, and why it's talked about far less than it should be. And stick around to the very end, because today's Bryceism, well, let's just say you're not going to want to miss it.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. And I am so excited that you're here today. Well, and if you're new, my name is Bryce, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 40. So I've been living with it now for over 15 years. And this channel is about Parkinson's as it actually shows up in real life, the good, the bad, and the reality. No pretending, no minimizing, sometimes a little humor because, well, we need it. Well, anyway, today's episode exists because someone in our community asked a simple but important question. Have you ever done an episode specifically on muscle soreness, stiffness, and rigidity? And I started thinking about it because that's my number one symptom. And the answer was no. I've talked around it a lot. I've mentioned it, but I've never made it the main focus. So today we are. And let's start by calling this what it actually is. Parkinson's stiffness is not just about feeling stiff. Rigidity is not a light tightness. For many of us, it's painful. It can feel like your muscles are constantly braced, like your body never fully lets go. Your shoulders ache, your back hurts, your legs feel heavy, your neck feels locked. And what makes it harder is how often it gets minimized. People hear stiffness and think it's normal aging or maybe it's sitting too long. Well, this is different. This stiffness does not negotiate. One of the cruelest parts of Parkinson's rigidity is it sometimes eases. Maybe after meds kick in, maybe mid-morning, maybe for a few hours. You move easier, you hurt less. You think, okay, I can do this. And then it comes back. And that up and down is so exhausting. Because now you're not just dealing with pain. You're dealing with the contrast. You know exactly what you're missing when it fades again. Partial relief can be harder than no relief at all. And if you can relate to that, how about give me a partial relief stinks in the comments. Anyway, stiffness is my predominant symptom. You know, most mornings I wake up sore. And not because I did anything wrong and not because I overdid it. Just because Parkinson's is along for this glorious ride. You know, getting moving helps, but getting moving also hurts. There are days where my first part of the morning is spent negotiating with my body. Actually, most days. Stretch a bit, move slowly, wait for my meds to kick in, try not to push too hard. And here's the part that people don't see. I might look okay, but inside, everything, every part of me feels tight, guarded, and resistant. And that disconnect actually really messes with your head. And I know a lot of you can relate to this. Chronic stiffness isn't just physical, it's mental. When your body hurts every day, it drains your patience, it drains your motivation, your tolerance for noise, stress, and crowds. And when people say things like, man, you look great while you're quietly managing all this pain, it can make you feel invisible. You start questioning yourself, like, am I overreacting or should I just push through this? And pushing through has consequences. It really does. So what actually helps and what doesn't help? Well, here are a few things that help me sometimes. Medication timing matters more than people realize. And if you're a long-time viewer of the program, you know that's one of my things. Gentle movement. Gentle movement helps more than aggressive workouts. Heat can make a real difference. For me, that means a heating pad on my lower back for about 20 minutes before I even try to stretch, not after, before. If I skip that step, my body pushes back immediately, and I don't like when my body pushes back. Stretching helps when it's done with respect to your limits, not when you force it. And pacing your day matters more than motivation does. Now, here's some things that don't help. Ready? Being told just to move more. Oh my gosh. Can I get a me too in the comments for that? Being told it's normal. Being made to feel like pain is something that you should ignore. You see, with Parkinson's, your body keeps receipts. It really does. Again, the other issue is that nobody sees these receipts but you most of the time. And good-hearted people, people that love you, people that care for you and don't know what to say, right? That's when they just try to come up with something that ultimately they're trying to make you feel better. Ultimately, it can make you feel worse. It's just old age. We all get that. You're getting older. Everybody gets this. Pain, this stiffness, this aches, these aches. And I get that. And I understand that pain and aches. Listen. Who's with me on this? We understand that pain and aches come with aging. We really do. But what the world doesn't understand is that our pain and aches are worse than most. Anyway, soapbox moment. If you like that, how about give me a hashtag liked the soapbox in the comments. Okay. Now, before we move on, I want to take a moment. For our solo spotlight. Now, this is for people that are living with Parkinson's who feel like stiffness and soreness have slowly shrunk their world, and they're all alone. Now, if you cancel plans because sitting too long makes it worse, if you avoid social things because the pain is unpredictable, if you think that it's just easier to stay home, I want you to know something. I see you. You're not weak for protecting your energy, and you're not failing because your body has limits, and you are not alone. Doing life today sometimes means just listening to your body, and that still counts. And you showed up today. You're watching this today. Whatever your today is, you showed up. And that matters. And I want you to remember that. All right. And now it's time for everybody's favorite, Carmen's Care Partner Corner. And here's what my wife Carmen wrote for me to read to you today. From a care partner's perspective, stiffness and rigidity can be one of the hardest symptoms to watch because it is always there. And when no one else sees it, it gets difficult. There are days when Bryce looks fine, but I can tell by how he moves or how quiet he gets that his body is hurting. What I've learned is that pain does not always need to be fixed. Sometimes it just needs to be acknowledged. If you're a care partner, believing your person and offering patience goes a long way. And if you're living with Parkinson's, your pain is real, even when it's invisible. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate that. And I'd love to hear from you today. If stiffness, soreness, or rigidity is one of your biggest challenges, tell me in the comments. Where do you feel it the most? And what gives you even a little relief? You're not complaining. You're sharing reality. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with today's Bryceism. And this one came straight from this experience. Parkinson's stiffness is not a lack of willpower. It's not laziness. And it's not something that you can just stretch away permanently. It's a real symptom, and it deserves to be taken seriously. Now, here you go. Here is your Bryceism of the episode. With Parkinson's, stiffness isn't just about movement. It's about how much fight your body demands before the day even starts. Well, there you go. You are not alone in this at all. And if this episode has helped you feel seen, consider sharing it with somebody who needs to hear it. And if you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and be a part of this community. I read every comment, and this space only works because of the honesty that we bring in it together. And until next time, I want you to keep showing up. I want you to keep being real. And I want you to keep doing life today. And I'll see you on the next episode.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.